In this video we're going to be looking at switching factions. If you noticed in my barracks I have 50 million credits, which absolutely means nothing. What happens when you switch factions is it's close to selling back all of your upgrades for half price. So the money that you have in your bank means nothing. What you want to do if you're going to switch factions is buy up as much upgrades as you can. Therefore you'll get more money whenever you move on to your next faction. So if you see at the bottom of the screen it says change battalion, press back button. So we're going to press the back button and we're going to say to disband. And when choosing factions, there's a few things to look at. One is the population, and this screen informs you as to how many players are on each faction. So right here we have 28 for Euros, 29 for the Russians, and 43 for the US. And as you see, there's a enlistment bonus of $1 million for going to Europeans, because the faction with the lowest number of players will always have an enlistment bonus. So depending on how fast you'll get a game, this could have a big impact on that. So the US, since they have more players, you're more likely to have more wait times in the lobby. As far as their strengths, Russians are built for armor and fighting. They're good on assault. They have a lot of health, but they are incredibly slow. Europeans are short on health, but they have good shields and they are incredibly fast. They're not built for fighting, they're built for quickness. And the US is a mixture of the two. They have a lot of range. US has some speed, not as much as the Europeans, but more than the Russians. And as far as their strengths, they're more powerful than the Europeans, but less than the Russians. So they're an in-between faction. And that's the faction I'm going to go with right now. And if this process you start freaking out and worrying and thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't even be switching, at this process you could press back, hit back a few times, and all your original faction and upgrades and everything, they're still there. The point that you change, and it actually is the point of no return, is whenever you pick your battalion right here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this 15th Special Operations, which that symbol beside it means it was a downloadable content faction. The battalions with the little unlock symbol, those were factions that or battalions that I received when I entered codes into the game when I originally purchased it. So now if you look at my stats, if in the top left hand corner I'm a rank 1 and I have around 22 million credits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight to the barracks and I'm going to blow this money. If you don't have this much money to spend, then I would recommend, a lot of people ask me, well, what upgrades do I purchase first? I would invest in defense first before I would attack, because on your defense it's going to help keep your guys alive longer, which is going to give them more experience on the field, which will increase their rank. And every time you rank up, that also improves your stats as far as attacking goes or whatever. So a lot of people, you know, when they're starting out, they're like, well, I don't want to go to the barracks yet. I want to save up till I have enough money to go buy this, then I'll go to the barracks. But as I'm going to show you, the more upgrades that you have purchased, the higher your rank goes. And the higher that your rank number is, the more money you'll actually make in each game that you play. So therefore, if I'm a rank 10, I'm making a lot more money than I am, or that I was when I was rank 6 or 5. So you want to, when you get money, just go buy upgrades, and it'll increase your rank and it'll help you make more money over the long run. So right here, now we're going to take a look at it, and I'm a rank 8 and I have 200,000, so now it's time to go play.